Hello everybody and welcome back to Somerset Farms. Today we've got 3 cornfields and 2 soybean fields that need sorting. I've gone and sold my harvester because I think it's time to rent a slightly bigger one. So let's head to the store, let's pick it up. So this is what I've gone for then, the Case 9250 with a nice 10-meter corn header on. And this bad boy here for the soybeans. I do like these because they're their own trailers. It makes it so much easier in trying to find a header trailer that actually fits them, but I think it's done alright here. So let's get this over to the field. Let's get corn in. Okay, so we're all set up in here for the first corn headed, well, the corn harvest with this awesome header then. A little bit bigger than it was last time. That's what we want. This is the free field that we got as well, so this should be pretty cool. We should get through this pretty quick. Let's have a look and see. Oh yes. Dropping straw as well. So we've got 2 cornfields which are like our normal cornfields. This free one and the one that we had just to the right of this field. I don't know if you can remember that one. We did a contract in that. I think it was sorghum. And then I sort of decided, well, we didn't get much corn off this. And I need a bigger cornfield to be able to get some more for the cereals. So that's why we sort of decided to go and purchase that one, which is just that one just ahead, slightly to the right. And then you can just see, if you look straight ahead there, just behind them 2 trees over there, literally sort of 11 o'clock. That was another cornfield that I bought with corn already in, so all these should be pretty good. All been fertilized, fully fertilized and looked after, mulched the lot. So we should do pretty well here. So let's go around, get a headland done. Let's see what we get quantity-wise of corn from one headland. One headland round, and we've already got nearly 4,000 litres of corn. Something tells me that that's a lot better than it was before. Maybe it's just yielded better this time. I'm sure we only got 6 out of the whole field last time. I'm sure it's yielded better. Maybe it wasn't looked after last time. We didn't have like double fertilizing on. It definitely seems to be going a lot better this time. So we can come through and pick up the straw as well. We'll get these little stragglers as well, which is missed. Not sure how that's possible with a head of this size, how we managed to miss some little stragglers like that. So already 6,300. Yeah, it's definitely yielded better this time. $6,722. So I'm sure that's yielded better, or is it just me forgetting what we got last time? It seems a lot better. Right, let's go start on the field to the left. We'll come back and do the straw all at the same time. So we've gone round nearly a first headland on the second field. We've ended up with a full grain tank of corn now, so we're just going to go squeeze up here with the trailer and the McCormick, and we're just going to go and get this emptied. Hopefully we'll be able to fit underneath. Yeah, easy. Left the harvester running, so it means it can fill up straight away. So we'll go and leave this here. We'll just go in. Dive in the hedge, not over the hedge. We'll go back into the harvester. And we'll carry on and we'll get this done. So we're just on the last strip of corn then for this field. It's got one more field to do, but I don't think we're going to fit. I'm hoping we can fit all this in. We should do. 95, 96, 97. Oh, 98. That's a full hopper of corn, that is. So I'm just going to get this one lonely little straggler here. And we should be able to get some nice straw bales off this. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. We'll put the spout out. We'll tip this off into the trailer, and I'm hoping it should all fit in here. It's quite full already, that trailer. It's not the biggest trailer in the world. We go and just park a bit closer. I'm a bit far away, I think. So we can have a look at the bottom, and it shows me that I've got 70% in the trailer, so it's not all going to fit. But we'll fill it full. And then we've got to take these straight across to the cereal factory then, because the cereal factory is stopped at the minute because it's out of corn. So all this corn is going to go into the cereal factory. The sunflowers, sorry, not sunflowers, soybeans that we're going to do, they are going to go into the silo, and we're going to save them for when the best time is to sell them, which I think is the beginning of next year. It's all about making some money at the minute because we want to try and get some more animals. So let's get this to the cereal factory. 22,500 litres should be a really good start. I can't remember what the cereal factory can hold. I mean, we've got the new ones here, so we'll dump this in. And we should be able to go and activate that. And I'm thinking that might last a while because corn doesn't go quickly in this factory. But we'll take a look at the recipe and see what it's like. So the recipes are a little bit higher than normal because these are special factories that do push out a little bit quicker. Obviously the recipe's all a little bit more to push out a little bit quicker, but it does everything. So you can see we need 6 corn part of this recipe. We've got some oats. We've now got 22,500 litres. It does hold 200,000 litres. So, yeah, we're not going to hit the limit of that one. So I think we're going to be okay. But we'll activate that. We'll get it going. Because everything else is in there now. So we can actually start getting some cereals. But when is the best time to sell cereals? So we're in October at the minute. As you can see, October is quite low right down at the bottom. But as we go into the beginning of next year, we can get nearly £8,000 per pallet of cereals. So hopefully by October, going through the winter months, if we can keep the cereal factory going, we should have a nice amount of money coming in around about Feb time from the cereals. What about the soybeans? Well, the soybeans, unfortunately, we have got a little bit more of a wait for them. Again, we're in October, so they're not too bad to sell at the minute. But you can see the best time for it for 3,500 per 1,000 litres is in June. So at the minute, we're getting just over 3. So it's not bad. The container, 3,249. So we could literally sell straight away because it's not a massive drop. Otherwise, we are waiting till June next year. So that's quite a while to get some money. And we want money. So a worker is just finishing off doing that other cornfield for me. I'm just going to go and get some straw up here. Gonna go make some bales from all this straw. If we can put them into our storage. And we'll have a quick check on the cows to make sure they've got enough food. So the worker is doing a great job here, as you can see, just about to go down the middle. And it's done this nice little trick again where it pulls to the side to allow me to get in so it can unload. That's pretty cool. So we've just got this field left to do of the corn and also the baling. Got a few bales from the other fields. Nothing major. I think there's like literally 3 or 4 altogether. So yeah, nothing major. We will back out of his way now, so he can carry on, and we'll just go put this, somewhere over here? Put this in the middle here somewhere. It should be out the way of me doing the baling. So we'll go crack on with some more baling. So we've got another full trailer of corn to tip into the factory, and still a little bit more in the combine before we can move on to soybeans. Got a few bales as well. All the baling has been done. We just got to go back and pick them up and see. I think we've got about 13 altogether, so not too bad. We'll get them all in the bale storage, and that will all go to help make some TMR for the cows. So I've just started the worker off in the soybean field. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send the drone up in the air, and you guys can watch the working. Keep an eye on him for me to make sure that he's doing a good job, while I go and crack on with some other little bits. going through and picking up some bales. The worker did a good job on his field, I believe. Seems to have done a good job from what I can see here. Not much, maybe just a few little bits on the corners have been missed, but that's not to worry about. So we're getting a nice amount of bales, which is pretty good. We just might need to go make some more cow food up. One bale size at a time. What's that one then? I don't believe I've changed it. How strange. How's that one? I'm really baffled now. How's that one a different size to the rest of them? The balers kind of just run around and done it all. I don't understand there. Interesting. All right, well, let's get these up. We'll take these back to the farmyard, and then we will go and see if we can sort out some cow food. So just before we get to the cow food, then I need to go and unload the combine again. But this time, soybeans. 22,500 litres. Checking on the prices, it's showing me that Farm Store Bay, I can't read. Farm Store Bay 1 seems to be the highest at the minute. The container was, but the container's been going down, and as we've gone through the day, it's dropping lower. Farm Store Bay 1 is going up at 3,211 at the minute. So I'm quite happy with that. That's not a bad price. A little bit less than the actual what we could get if we waited a few months, but we need to get some money. So obviously the combine is still going, so we're still going to get a little bit more. So we'll go and dump this in and see what we get. This soybeans, the whole reason of buying these was purely just to sort of sell for money. Not really much else we can do with the soybeans. They can go towards like food for pigs and stuff. For now, we just need the money. 72,271. Not bad at all, that. So the final bit from the combine then. It's all done. We've returned the combine because we are done with all the harvesting now. And in here, 9,131 litres of soybeans. We'll go tip that in to give us a little bit more of a boost. Nearly 30,000. Not bad at all. So we're sitting at 158,000 at the minute. That's not bad. Now, I should be a good boy and I should start paying off some of this loan, but I want to get sheep. So just the final few bales to get them, but I don't think... Oh no, I know we're not going to fit them all on here, unfortunately, so we're going to have to come back for some. Surprising, these soybean fields, they really do sort of collect the straw. I mean, I know technically it's only because of a mod. You're not really going to get straw off soybeans. But it does help. It is great. So I think we can get 3 more on. And we can take these back to the bale storage. We'll come back and get the others. And then we can look at doing some cow food. Well, we'll see how the cows are first. They might be okay, but I think it'd be nice to get one more mixture in if we can. Oh no, we can get one more. Where's this? I thought that was going to be it then. It looks... one on top. That's a very odd number. I thought that was going to be a nice 3-stat level, but it's just gone and randomly thrown 1 on top. Now, if you want to get fussy, why can't we get 3 more on there? Surely you can fit 3 more on there, can't you? Just to line the top again, make it 4 layers. Oh, just me. So all bales are collected. They've all gone back in storage, and it's looking pretty good in here. I mean, the straw, look at that. 582,000 litres of straw. We're getting a bit low on hay, but the grass is actually due to cut. It's going dark at the minute, so we're going to have to leave that for another day. There is actually a second field of grass, which is also ready to cut. Silage, we're going to have to balance it out. Maybe use 1 for silage, 1 for hay. Or talk about flicking the light switch. That was bright. So yeah, we're going to try and balance them out a little bit, but we're going to see if we can try and get a mixture. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, obviously for 100%, we're going to go 40 hay, 40 silage, 20% on straw. Not going to worry about the mineral feed. I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. Or not that I've noticed. So we'll go for 40 of this. My word, that fills up mighty quick. Okay. Jeez. Up to 80 with this. Oh, bang on 80. And then we now fill it off. Fill it off? Finish it off with straw. There is a perfect TMR mixture. We can have a look on the ratio board at the top left. You see, nicely balanced. All pretty much in the middle. Just mineral feed's missing, but really don't think it makes a difference. So let's go over, give this to the cows and see if it does anything to their food trough. So let's just go and top off some of their food. Still not seeing the straw appear anywhere, or really can't see the food seem to... Oh, the food's just in there, look, literally down the centre of the trough. I don't know where the straw's going, so what's that done the capacity of their food trough? Well, the straw's not looking too bad actually. 31,000 litres of straw, we're nearly full, and 84,000 on the food, so they're only little, they're 2 months old at the minute, so I think that's going to be okay. We've only got 10 of them. So I don't think we need to worry too much about that. I think that's going to last us for a little while. So we'll leave the food as it is for now. We're going to have a quick look at some sheep. So I might have just gone and swapped out my food mixer because I forgot all about these. These food mixers, the Keenan food mixers, were ones that were in FS19 back in the day. I have no idea until I stumbled across it the other day while browsing through mods and I saw it. I'm like, oh, hello. It's been converted over to work in FS22. It's like downloading that bad boy. That's got to go on my farm. So these are just awesome mixes. They really are. They look so good. Got a little shoot on there. Now this one I have got two. I've got the normal one, but this one I've slightly modded just to hold more. Now it's virtually the same price apart from costing about £1,000 to have the shoot put on. I'm guessing that's going to be where the food comes out. I can't remember if I had that on the last one or not. It was a little while ago. But yeah, this holds, sure, I forgot, what did I actually put it to? 100,000, I think it is. And it's obviously got a bit of a faster tip on it as well. So I'm just going to go through and give this a little bit of a whirl now, just to see what it's like. So we'll start her up. So, oh, look at that. Turn the mixer on. And we'll just see the usual, it's going to be the same ratio again. So 40 of hay, 40 of silage, then 20 of straw. But obviously it's going to be a bit slower on this one. It's going to take more because it holds more. So let's just see. See if we've actually got enough to do 40% of actually hay, which could be very close to maxing out all the hay we've actually got. There's 40%. Just, oh no, I've turned the tractor off. I'm going to stop the mixer there. What have we actually got left? Oh, look at that. Not much. Literally 26,000 litres. So that might be good for sheep. We might have to wait until next episode to get some sheep. So we'll put up to 80% of silage in. Now it's gone to TMR. So there's 80%. So you can do this with any food mix. If you just remember, obviously 40%, 40%. You want more hay, more silage. And then obviously just to sort of top it off then with straw. You can do it all the way around. I mean, you can actually put more straw in. Depends how you want to do your recipes, really. It's personal choice. I just like to give a bit more hay and a bit more silage because it's better than straw for them, less straw. So that's all mixing up nicely. So well, let's go to the cows. It's getting a bit dark in here, so we might need to try and put some more lights on. Head to the cows and we'll see if we can top them off. Now it has got the chute on this side. It's still saying I can tip it, so I'm assuming that's going to come out this side. So we'll see. Yep. Look at that. That is awesome. And yeah, I forgot to say that the I like how it mixes as well as it tips it out. The chute is set quite high, so it does do about 10,000 litres a second to tip out. Just to make it a little bit quicker, that was all. So we still got 64% in here, so we'll leave this in here. We can go park it up now. And obviously it's getting a little bit dark, but we're going to have a quick run over and see what we can do with sheep. So there we go, sheep are in. It's a little bit tricky to see because it's going dark, unfortunately, but we can't really move on to the next day just yet. So we've got 50 newborn sheep, newborn lambs. I've gone for the newborns because it's going to give a little bit more time on the food. They're not going to want as much food, but we have got food that we're going to need to give them. And obviously over there we've got a water trough. Plus the beauty about having the sheep pasture is, which I forgot about, is we do also get this shed. So if we're running out of space for equipment, we have got a big shed here that we can actually put stuff in, which I think is pretty cool. But in here, I'm going to put the stuff for the sheep then, I think. So we need to look at getting in a water trailer and some food, but we need to see how much food they're going to take first. So that's a slight bit of an issue, is I thought they took hay, but according to this, grass gives them 100% effectiveness. Oh dear. Well, that's not an issue. I mean, we're going to cut some grass, but I've got no grass to give them at the minute. Now, luckily, our bale storage does have a grass compartment as well, so we can now start, stocking up some grass. So here's me thinking we need hay. It's actually grass. Oh, okay. Right, so we need to sort that out. What are we going to do about grass? So I've gone and sorted them out then. I've gone and bought some grass bales, which I know might seem silly, but we're not going to be able to get any grass. I really thought it was going to be hay. Because it's grass, if we sleep overnight, these might not be here come the next day. Not with no food or water or anything like that. So I've just gone and bought 6 grass bales, £8,200. So that's now topped them up pretty well. That should last a while because there's 50 of them. They're young, so they're not going to eat too much. It really is going dark now, so we're going to have a job seeing everything. So I've just got to sort them out some water, but I might have a cool little trick for the water. So I bought myself this thing, but it's not going to quite work like I thought. This is a water distribution system. So it will hold 500,000 litres of water, but also it will distribute it out. Now I thought, ooh, that's good. I'll put it in. It will obviously go and fill up the animal troughs for me. But no, sadly, it won't do the animal troughs. It only does production. So if you've got greenhouses on your farm, one of these could be good. Keep it in the yard, fill it up, you just top up that. Whatever you've got anywhere on your farm, that will distribute it. A bit like productions. You keep topping that up, you set that to distribute, and you set everything else to accept water. And it will just distribute every hour and keep things topped up. And all you have to do is keep a check on that. And you can walk up to it and it'll tell you how much is in it. Or you can find it in the productions. So in your production list, right at the very bottom, water distributor, if I can talk. And you can see there on the right, it shows you everything what's on there. It's pretty good, especially if you've got a lot of greenhouses or any productions that take water. This, perfect, nice and cheap. But unfortunately, I've had to go fill that up. That is me water trailer now. We're going to head up to the sheep. It is getting very dark, so you're going to have a job seeing. So we're going to make this the last job then. We're going to go up, give the sheep some water, and then I think we're going to call it a night. So we're going to have to just drive into where the sheep are, open a second gate, and I'm assuming it's going to be just here we have to go. And it should somewhere we get the water trigger. No. There's a water trough in it. Oh, there we go. Just not close enough. Yeah, blinking you'll miss it because this thing is set to tip at 100,000 a second. Something stupid anyway. But there we go. Sheep now have water. How much water did they take? Not bad. 18,000 litres of water. Food's looking good. Everything's good with them now. So now we can go to bed into the next day. We know the sheep have got food and water, which is good. So let's just see if we can back out of here without running over anything. And I think what I'm thinking of doing as well, shut the gate there. I don't want them running away. We haven't got any gates here, but they are gated in here. Although they are stood on this side. Interesting. What I'm thinking of doing actually is bringing like the water tanker and storing that all up here. Maybe the straw blower that can come up here, the TMR mixer, stuff like that. Maybe the bale trailer. We've got a nice shed up here, so we might as well use it to store some stuff in. But that's a job for another day. So sheep are in, looking good. Still 22 degrees in October. It's just gone 6:30 at night. Do you know what? I think that's a good time to call it a day. So I'm going to go park this up, sort out and put some stuff in this shed. But I think this is where I'm going to leave you. So thank you so much for watching, and I really do appreciate it. I will see you in the next one.